Hey folks, Jennifer here. It is September the 8th and today I will do day 15 of Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. Alert yourself to all that I am to say to you, matters of which will seem inconceivable, and yet I tell you they come from me and they are the truth. How many human conditions is it going to take for one to realize that these are not human conditions as they were intended? You talk of your humanness. You restrict yourself by making the excuse that you are only human. Only? Do not underestimate your powers. The humanness that you were born of is far greater than you choose to accept. You close off your powers. You think that you are unable to do this and it is impossible to do that. I tell you, you are wrong, for you are capable of doing all things. You watch your screens and call it science fiction. It is not fiction. It is fact. You watch phenomena that you call theatrical, not real life. You say maybe these things will come about in the future. They have already come about a long, long time ago. You have lost these art forms. You took them away from yourselves. The more you learned to separate yourselves from the whole, or your whole, the more you lost these gifts. It is only by coming back to be a part of the whole that they shall be retrieved. We need you to understand the oneness that we speak, of the oneness that we speak. You try your best to grasp, and yet you cannot. You can accept that we are all part of the same energy, and yet you do not acknowledge that you are one and the same. This non-acceptance must be rectified. How can your world move on if all that lives within and upon it is treated differently? If there is no regard for certain forms of life, then how can everything work in harmony? Until everything can work together as one for the betterment of the whole, your world will continue to decline. I have said to you before that the answers to these matters lie deep within your soul. How far are you prepared to look? You scratch the surface. You block your own knowledge through indoctrination and disbelief. We ask you to remove all that you have been taught through childhood teachings. Start afresh. Start by asking yourselves what you think is possible. Many of you fail to see that there is no limit, yet you live within great limitations. Free yourselves from these restrictions that in truth do not exist. If you cease to feed them energy, they shall disperse. Nothing can survive without being fed. Think of that. If you no longer require something, do not give it sustenance. Do not give it your thoughts. Change the things that you don't want into things that you do want purely by your thought energy. Surely you are wise enough to see that this is how all things transpire. Through thought energy. It is as simple as that. Yet I ask you to look carefully into what exactly you do want and how you propose to get it. There is only one way to get what you ask for, through the energy of truth and love. Knowing that what you want is for the betterment of yourself and all mankind, if it is not, you can still get it, but I would say that you would not find your life improving. You would always be searching for the peace which every one of you is searching for. Why are you all looking for this one thing? Because it is your home. Peace is your home base. You have moments of peace. You have glimpses of the feeling that you would like to live in. Perhaps that is it, my friend. Your home is your feelings. For in truth, home is not a building, as you know of on your planet. Home is where all is at one with everything. where not one thought of anything other than love can enter in. This is your true home. It is not somewhere. It is of you. This is why we ask you to take that step into the looking deeper inside yourselves. That is where you shall find home. That is why I have come, to show you the way home. For some of you, it is a long way to travel. For others, they are certainly on the correct path. We have lost many en route, but we shall find them all, each and every one, and bring them safely into the light so that they may see where they are going. It's day 15. Blossom's work. All her books, all her channelings are available on her website, www.blossomgoodchild.com. And Blossom does all her channelings with the Federation of Light and the spirit known as White Cloud on YouTube as well. Have a beautiful day. See you again.